Hello pretties, welcome to Restaurant. So, we're doing a get ready with me today. I don't think I've done this one in a long time, and there she goes. Okay, literally 2 seconds in, and there she goes. She's gonna try to jump in the back of my chair. Okay, yes, she did. Okay, we're still doing this. I can't kick her out of the room like I normally would because my boyfriend's having a meeting, his work meeting, and he needed me to put it in her. Do you guys like this little new things I just added? I like them. I'm really debating painting this room from pink to like a green color, but I know that if I tell my boyfriend that right now, especially after all the trouble I went through to do this, he's gonna be so mad. So I'm probably gonna hold off for a little while longer, but I really want to turn to a green. Okay, yeah, you're still there. Yeah, I won't forget you. I wouldn't forget you. So let's get started because I do need to get to go to work. And I just want to address my eyebrows right now. I'm not sure how I feel about them. I feel like I went to the place I usually go to, but there was a new girl there, and she just did them a little bit thinner than I would have liked. And I'm not loving them. They're not horrible, but I feel like this one is significantly thinner than this one. Or is it just me? Like, especially in this top section, I'm gonna try to like brush it out to like try to fix that. But I feel like this top section is okay. I need to stop looking at them because I'm gonna get upset. So let's just move on and let's start because again, I have to get to work. So yeah, I'm switching to my old camera, or not really a camera, but I'm using like the screen from the camera from my tablet because it's harder to do it with an actual camera, the one that I bought, to do something like this. And I'm just putting my Pretty Fresh primer on from ColourPop. It's the only primer I own, so I had to. Oh my god, she makes me so nervous. We'll see how it goes. So nervous. All right, but I just want to come out here and talk to you guys because I don't know how I feel. I feel like I've been in a rut pretty much the whole year with my YouTube channel and like makeup in general. I don't know, and I just want to come here and talk about it and talk about just like feelings and thoughts I have about the makeup industry. I'm just gonna put my phone on vibrate because I don't know, there's just like a lot of things, like nothing really interesting is happening in the makeup industry, which to be honest, we probably needed a break from it. But I think we all thought that there would be like at least one interesting thing come out, but nothing really. The first thing that I'm actually looking forward to that's coming out is L'Oreal Los Angeles is having a new drop this Friday. Super excited about that. Super duper excited about that. Because I told my boyfriend for Valentine's that I didn't want anything just yet because currently I am in my no-buy for the first 6 months of the year. I mean, and I say no, but because I definitely broke it a little bit. But like, I didn't go crazy. I just a little amount of things, nothing crazy. I honestly still feel good about it. Even though I technically broke it, I'm still not buying anything from my categories that are like troublesome, except for maybe 2. But they're minis, so I'm not even too worried about it. And they're not eyeshadow palettes. Thank God they're not eyeshadow palettes. But yeah, there's that. Anyway, the point is, I'm just in a rut. It's the first thing that I've actually been excited about that's coming out, and I cannot wait for the palette or whatever it is that she's dropping to drop because I really like L'Oreal Los Angeles products. I think I mentioned it in I think it was a 21 question tag, but one of the reasons I got into makeup was because of L'Oreal Los Angeles, or because of L'Oreal. I think whatever you want about her, and I do not condone the comments she made, but I also have to understand that she made those comments. I think when that happened, it was like 7 years ago, but I think now it's coming on 10 years from when it happened. I wouldn't want to be judged for who I was 10 years ago, and I don't want to judge her for she was 10 years ago. And I know, Athena, do not put your mouth on my brushes, please. Thank you. I just wouldn't want to be judged for who I was 10 years ago, and ever since then I feel like she's done a good job of like trying to stay away from it. She's not really even in the makeup industry, I feel like she used to, and she's even said it herself. She's more like lifestyle YouTubing now, which is fine, I guess. It's just not the kind of content I love all the time. But I have gotten into it a little bit more because if you guys don't know, in 2020 I did buy my first home, so I'm starting to like decorate it, and I'm starting to look into things like that for inspiration and whatnot. So I do start to appreciate it. I need to brush all my brushes. I'm gonna do that when I get home from work today. So like, yeah, this is nasty. There is that. But all right, so what was I saying? Right, so I lost my train of thought. Okay, Athena, okay, you gotta go, get out. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God, she's such a pain in the ass. I love the little girl, but Jesus Christ, she's a pain in the ass. She is a true pain in the ass. All right, so anyway, I'm really looking forward to that drop. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I can't wait. Anyway, what I was saying is I told my boyfriend that I don't want my Valentine's Day present just yet. I want to hold on to this, like something that drops that I'm really looking forward to, and then I'm gonna have him buy it for me for Valentine's Day. I really significantly thought about making like a Sigma Beauty purchase or order, because I really wanted to get the Enchanted palette. I've been thinking about it. It's an older palette, I know, but I don't know what it is. Because I remember when it first dropped and I was like, I'm not really interested into that at all. But I don't know what it is. I think my preferences have shifted a little bit. I'm really into a little bit of a softer look right now. And so I cannot wait. And like, I really want that palette. I really, really want it. But I'm holding off because I'm in my no-buy, technically. So I was like, maybe I should get my boyfriend to like buy it for me for Valentine's. And while I'm at it, I'll buy a couple of Sigma brushes because I've never tried them before, but I really want to because I've heard so many weird things about them. And I'm also gonna get the matte to buy, like, clean your brushes with it. So I was like, that would be great. That would be perfect. But I haven't done it because I know that Laura was gonna drop something in spring because she has made an announcement months ago, and she just kind of like mentioned it in passing. So I was like, I kind of want to wait and see what that is first before I do that. Because I don't want to miss my chance, you know? I don't want to miss my chance at all. Then I also know that Persona is potentially going to drop a couple of things as well, and I'm really, really looking forward to that as well. Like, really, 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 really looking forward to that. I don't know what it is, but I feel like Persona Cosmetic has some of the best formulas out there. Like, truly, truly, really good performance shadows, like, overall. So I'm really looking forward to it. I really want to buy her e-bombs, but I know that I need to work on my shadows, not my shadows, my lip products. So I like hold off. I'm like holding off for now, but I really want them. I really want them so bad. But anyway, yeah, nothing really interesting I feel like has happened this whole 2021. I don't know what's going on with that, but again, I think we all needed it. I think we were all having makeup fatigue. The only person that seems, or company that seems that has not gotten the message is ColourPop, obviously. Actually, when I get home from work, I'm going to be filming 2 videos, or potentially I'm just gonna put them all in one. It just depends on how long they are, but I'm gonna be doing a dupe it with the lemon. I want to dupe the Limoncello palette because the color story did attract me, except for the blue. I'm not attracted to the blue whatsoever. And I'm also want to do the Lizzie McGuire. To be honest, I feel like the color story of this Lizzie McGuire one is really good. For the actual theme, I think it matches like the little caricature, like the cartoon character really, really well. But it's not really something that I would be attracted to. So I don't care for the color story. There's nothing really that caught my eye from that collection except for the packaging. But I wouldn't want to buy anything just for the packaging, you know? So there's that. Alright, just blending the edges. I'm gonna go off camera real quick because I need to do a blue liner. I know, again, guys, my brushes need to be washed. I know this one's already stained blue, but I'm gonna put this in as a liner, and it's really hard to do, I feel like, while I'm trying to talk. So I'm gonna pause, come right back. Okay, so I can tell. Okay, yeah, I think I'm back on. It was longer. I was gone for a little bit longer than I told you guys, but I also put my under eye color corrector, and then I went ahead and just put my foundation on my face because it takes me a second to like mix it and then like put it on. But now that that's done, let's go back here and let's start blending, you know? So while we're talking, I just want to talk also about like there's certain, just like start something new all together. There's certain like things that people say in like YouTube, and I'm like, what does that mean? And I hear it said all the time, but like, and I'm like, I don't know colors. That's what I think. Or like, do I not know colors? Or like, what does that mean? Example, sultry. I hear the word sultry used all the time to describe looks and colors, and I don't understand what sultry means. Am I the only one that does not understand what sultry means? I know this is stupid, and I might sound extremely stupid for saying that, especially online. I don't understand what sultry means. I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't know what it means. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Because people have used it to describe shades and also like at complete looks, and obviously there's the ABH Sultry palette. Sorry, I had to like swallow. I was talking too fast and not actually like looking. I don't understand what it means. I don't get it. And then like I looked it up, and it's hard online to like look it up because people are saying all kinds of like different things, and I'm just like, I don't think they even know. I don't think they even know what sultry means. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. At first I thought it was like something that was like cool, but then somebody described the look as very like glamorous and like sultry, exactly, and I'm like, I don't understand what that means to be like sultry. I thought it was like, maybe it's like a descriptor that you use for like the 1920s and like things like that, like that kind of like vibe. And again, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I have zero understanding of what the word sultry means. When describing a color, or we're describing a look, or we're describing a vibe, I have no idea what it means. If you do know, please let it in the comments. This girl, no clue. And I hear it spoken all the time, and again, I've tried looking it up, and I'm like trying to, I pick up the context clues, so I get what they're trying to say, but I don't know exactly what sultry means. I don't get it. Am I the only idiot on earth that does not know what sultry means? Please let me know. I hope I'm not. But I don't get it. Like, I have no idea. I know it's already blended, but I'm like really trying to like melt it into the skin and like blend, if you know what I mean. But I know it's like everywhere I need it to be at this point. Ugh. I had like a pimple that wanted to come up, but I've mentioned this many times before. My skin is too dry for pimples, which is why I have pretty clear skin. My skin, pimples don't live in this skin because the little like fat that's, or like, I don't know, like little gunks that are inside it is essentially like oils and things like that. My skin does not produce, so I don't get pimples. So I had like a little thing that was trying to blemish. I think it was there for like a day and a half, and then it like pretty much like flattened out because my skin just absorbed whatever it was that was there. But now it's left me with a little bit of a dry patch skin, and so yeah. That happens to me a lot, that whenever I'm like about to get a pimple, or it looks like I might get a pimple or something like that, it like starts getting a little red. It lasts for like a day or maybe two, and then completely goes away, but then end up getting like dry patch skin. And then I'd have to like pull the skin out. That sounded gross. But yeah, anyway, it's a good thing I don't have acne and scars and things like that. The bad thing is I have a lot of dry skin. Extremely dry skin, like dry skin, that makes me, anyway, the reason I brought it up is because I can tell the dry patch right there, and I didn't realize it before I started doing my makeup that I had it, and now I want to pull that skin so bad. But I already did my foundation, and I'm like, not today, not today, not today. So anyway, just wanted to talk about that. All right, another one that I don't understand is the word taupe, and I'm so confused because I know there's a taupe palette, and I know that some cool browns can be described as taupe. So I have the basics down, but I don't understand what the difference is between a cool brown and a taupe. What's the difference between a cool brown and a taupe? I don't get it. I don't know. And I've looked up cool browns, and I've looked up taupe online, like Google, what's taupe? Google don't know shit. That's all I gotta say. Google don't know shit. Because I have zero answers. I don't get it. I don't get it. So there's that. Now, another thing that I want to talk about, those are the only two that I can think of like top of my head. I'm like, I don't get it. Is there any other descriptive words that like YouTubers use all the time, or that you hear like brands use to describe shades, and you're like, what does that even mean? If you do, please leave it down below, because I want to know if I also think that. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have heard that, and I had no idea what that was. Believe me, you are not alone. We're in this together. I don't get it either. I don't get it either. But yeah, please let me know. If I am the only sucker that does not understand, please also let me know. And better yet, be nice about it and please just tell me what these things mean, because I don't get it. I do not get it. So please let me know. I have no idea what I was trying to do right there. I got completely lost my spot. There you go. Alright, I know I put it really low, but that's because my dark circles literally go till right here. My dark circles go this low. So I have to go a little bit further down to like blend it out. So I know a lot of people don't like to do the triangle thing. I feel like if you don't have extremely dark circles and you don't have bags under your eyes the way I do, you probably don't need to. But because I have really prominent dark circles, I feel like I have to. So there's that. I just bought the new number 7, well not new, but the number 7 powder, the one that everyone says is the Charlotte Tilbury dupe. And I finally bought it and I really want to try it. But I have to do my blush first, my cream blush. Alright, but anyway, I also want to talk about contour versus bronzing, because I feel like I feel like a lot of people use it like interchangeably, the words, and it's not. From what I understand, contour is when you're trying to contour your faces and creating like spaces or shadows that are not naturally there, and hence creating like a contour effect. You're creating shadows. And then bronzing is supposed to bring more color to your life. And I feel like, again, people use it interchangeably. I personally think, this is my personal opinion, take it, you know, you don't have to think this way, that contour is slightly more natural than bronzing. Bronzing to me makes no sense. And it might just be because of my skin tone. I don't have a light skin tone where I feel the need to bronze my skin, because I have naturally tanned olive skin, so I don't need to. Maybe that's why. And I just feel like I just don't get it. You know, it doesn't make sense to me to bronze when you have tan skin. Personally, again, could be wrong. If it's your personal preferences, you know, you do you. If you feel pretty, then you feel pretty. And you need to do whatever it is that works for you, that makes you feel gorgeous. Because that's all it's about, you know? You would just want to feel gorgeous, and you do you. But I don't see it. And I also get so frustrated, or not frustrated, but I just like, I don't understand why sometimes people go with bronzers that are significantly darker than their skin tone, and it looks like orange or like just a streak of brown against like a white canvas. It doesn't make sense to me. And I feel like in instances like that, contour looks more natural, and I just like it better. I honestly do. I just like the look of contour better. Nothing too stark, because, or too, you know, too much contrast, because I do think, again, that looks very unnatural. And I feel like with makeup, you never want to go too, you don't want to overdo it, right? Because we've all done that. We've all done that. And I know, as I'm saying that, I don't look my best right now. I am well aware. Not making myself a good point right now. But I truly feel like it's just a little, like, it's just a little too much sometimes, you know? Just a little too much. I don't know, I just like the way contour looks better. And you don't have to do contour, like, because I do contour, like bronze tour, whatever you want to call it, with a bronzer. I just don't go too crazy. It's not significantly shades with me. And I don't know, and I've said this before, I just don't love a bronze skin tone, like a bronze skin makeup. It's not the thing that appeals me, you know. Again, if that's you, that's great. I'm happy for you. It's just not me. I don't love a bronze look. And am I the only one that feels this way? I just don't love it. I don't love it. I don't love it. And you're gonna see me bronze later, and you'll understand what I mean. Like, I'm not saying you can't bronze, but my intent with when I use bronzer is more of a, I probably should have used the brush. I'm just realizing that right now. But I'm just putting a little bit there. I'm excited because when I tried this, I like put it in the back of my hand. It looks super thin. Ooh, should have done that. Should not have done that. All right. I mean, also something to note, I got the light, and I should have found the light medium, but they were out of stock, and they only had the light or the medium, and I obviously was not gonna buy two. And then the other thing was, I was really nervous of getting this powder in the light color because I'm not light, but it's quite sheer. It doesn't look overwhelmingly underneath my eyes. I feel like, at least I don't feel like it does look overwhelming. It's still a little tacky though. It's still a little tacky, but it's fine. Okay, my skin is super dry. It's gonna absorb everything. That's why I don't really set with the rest of my face. I just kind of use whatever's left over and just like dab it. I'm not particularly worried about it. My skin absorbs everything. Literally everything. So it'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. But I lost my shot. Anyway, contour, bronzing. Yes, that is that. I am gonna finish my lower lash line and my mascara, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. I'm almost finished my mascara. I did my under eye, which no big deal there. Then my inner corner and my liner, and I'm almost done, y'all. Great, because I'm also running ready for work. I'm not too worried about being late to work. No one really checks on me so long as the work gets done, and I ended up usually staying late a lot. Plus I worked this weekend, so there's that. Anyway, I don't have a regular 9 to 5. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. There you go. We're grabbing the Larley Los Santos brush in L13, which is her bronzer brush. I really like it for bronzer because it's smaller, and I feel like it does the contour thing, that like contour bronze thing that I was telling you about. I like really expanded the pan in this bronzer. I actually ended up buying a backup already. It was surprisingly hard to find. I hope they're not phasing it out, but it was really hard to find. Anyway, so I'm just putting it right where the contour area would be, and then I'm blending it out. And because it's a little bit cool tone, see, it doesn't look too stark. Like, I keep wanting to say stark, but it's not the word. It doesn't look too, like, it doesn't look too much, but you can see the contrast between the two. I can't really see very well with my glasses, but I can see the shadow, and it's making me look thinner. It's making me look like I have better cheekbones than I do. But yeah, just do that for a little bit, and then whatever's excess, blend that at the top. My foundation's like almost 100% dry right now. It's like slightly tacky, but it's almost completely dry. So I can swipe this and it's fine. Granted, I'm sure if you have more oily skin, you wouldn't be able to do that. But again, extremely dry skin right here. Not a problem. Just doing this. All right. So another thing that I want to talk about is like recently. Again, we've been seeing like a slowdown from the makeup industry, which is necessary, except for ColourPop, like I mentioned before. And I went a little bit on a rant when I did my turning point products for brands, and I briefly mentioned ColourPop. Sorry, there's like something like right here. Okay, that's really gross. I'm sorry, but there was like something like right here. Like it was like inside my nose, but it was like right at the edge, and I finally got it. I feel so much better because it was like making my nose itch. But I went in a rant because I like ColourPop. I would never stop buying from them because there's so many things I really like from them that are staples for me. So I couldn't like just drop them. Like I couldn't drop them. But I'm very discouraged by them to pick up anything that's not my like things that go through normally, like their lip liners, eyeliners. I really like them. Their complexion products, which I recently bought the Milani concealer and I really enjoy it, so I might end up switching over to the Milani concealer, and it's definitely higher coverage. It's just a little bit thicker and drier than the ColourPop one, and again, I have dry skin, so that's a little bit of a concern for me. But that aside, I'm just feeling so discouraged to buy anything that's not like my staple products from them. It's just hard with like the Limoncello palette, that I was talking about earlier. I like really attracted and I wanted to film a video about it, but before I even got a chance to like sit down and do that video, the Lizzie McGuire palette had dropped, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's like back to back to back. There's no break. There's no chance for anyone to be able to like do videos, so they're not even getting as much, I feel like, attention as they used to, because people don't have time to film the videos before something else new drops, and additionally to their regular scheduled videos, you know. And so it's like, it's just so hard to keep up the only person that I know that even attempts to keep up with them, or two actually, is that girl Shay and Judy. But Judy's super behind always with them because she's also in New Zealand. No, yeah, in New Zealand. She's in New Zealand as well. So it's hard for her to like, not hard for her, but it takes her a long time to get the collections. I do still, and I mentioned this before, I think it was the again 21 question tag. I love watching her videos. Even if you don't want to buy that palette from ColourPop, she has really good, like, she can make really good color combinations and stuff like that, and she had just come up with some really good looks that I do love to recreate sometimes. So just FYI, just want to put it in your radar if you don't know who Judy C is. But she comes up with some great content. She always does 3 looks 1 palettes with every palette that she's reviewing, and you know, and she reviews every ColourPop palette, like every single one. She's recently started to branch out a little bit, so she's not doing so much ColourPop all the time, but definitely a lot of ColourPop content. But again, you don't need to buy the palette, just still appreciate the color combinations and just the beautiful colors, and I always try to recreate them with what I have. And the other one is that girl Shay. She always does her eye swatch videos, and I like to watch them from time to time just to see like what the color story, if there's something new or interesting in that palette. There never is. There's always so many dupes you can do. I know I'm like really piling it on the blush right now, but I love blush. And yeah, there's that. I just love blush. I absolutely love blush. I'm gonna blend that a little bit. The edges, it looks a little bit nicer. I'm gonna say this powder looks pretty damn smooth under my eyes. I can definitely feel like potentially creasing though, which most powders do on me because I wear so thin powders, so they're not meant for something thick like that. But I also know that if I just pat them out, they'll go away. I'm not too worried about it. So long as the coverage right here stays, that's all that matters. That's all that matters to me. All right, I am almost done for the most part. I'm putting just away my brushes over here. Ooh, heard that one? All of these glasses are glass, and like the vases I use to put my brushes in them. I'm always nervous I'm gonna break one of them someday. So that's good for me. Okay, I know I put way too much. Again, if you do not have dry skin, you probably don't do this. I have a extremely dry skin, and even though my foundation is not completely dried down yet, oh, we will. Promise you it will. It absolutely will. And I don't like the powdery look anyway. Just, I don't feel like it looks very natural. While it dries a little bit more before I tap it down, I'm just gonna put this little thing in my eyebrows, kind of brush it through them. And that's it, just to make it look a little bit nicer so they hold in place a little bit longer. I recently started getting into brow gel, and of course, I lose an eyebrow. Worst timing for me to lose an eyebrow, absolutely worst timing, because I'm not confident with my eyebrows right now. I've never had a problem with my eyebrows. I have a lot of thick hair everywhere. Believe me, when I started getting laser hair removal, worst thing ever, because I had so much hair. And I'm like, it's just not fair. It's just not fair how much hair I have. In almost every area, I'm like, this is so much trouble. But in my eyebrows, never a problem. And I'm just like, that's disappointing. Anyway, that just helps. Melt it all down. Looks a little bit softer now. Feel a little bit better now about going outdoors. Tell me, do y'all think my eyebrows look that bad? Do y'all think they look that bad? I don't think so. Like, let me know. But anyway, ColourPop. The shipping frustrates me. Literally, you can order something and 3 collections will drop before it arrives to you. Put my glasses back on, taking this off. All right, now I can put my lipstick on. All right, and it's just so frustrating with ColourPop. I'm so frustrated, and I know I'm not the only one. Many people have said online how frustrated they are with how much they drop, and just in general. I need to do the edges, so BRB. Okay, so I'm back, I'm ready, go to work. My hair is a mess. What's new? I just let Tarzan be Tarzan. I'm just scared to mess with my hair too much because I have natural curly hair, and I know that if I mess with it too much, these curls would disappear in an instant. So I'm scared to do anything to my hair. So we'll just leave it as is. But yeah, finished look. Contour exit or bronze contour, whatever you want to call it. It's not too intense. I really like to leave it really soft because I feel like it's just so much more natural, and that's what I prefer. Of course, if this is not your liking, you do you, right? This is what I personally like. Very blushy look like that. In the highlight, just slightly there. I also like to put my highlight underneath my setting spray, and a lot of people like to do the other way around to make it pop more, but I want to tone it down a little bit more, make it look a little more natural. And yeah, fine look. My under eyes looking real good. Everything looks real dewy right now, but when I come back from work to film the Dupids videos, y'all gonna realize this whole thing is gonna be powder, essentially, because my skin's so dry. I literally have like a mini of this spray, and I have to spray halfway throughout the day because my skin starts feeling so dry, because essentially like halfway through the day, my skin is gonna absorb all the liquid out of my foundation, and it's gonna be just dry, just all dry. And y'all gonna be able to see that when I come back this evening or this afternoon and do that. But FYI, be ready. This video is gonna go up first. Different story though. I just wanted to say thank you for being here, chatting with me. Do you also have frustrations with ColourPop? I didn't really talk about it too much in this video. I thought I was going to, then I started getting distracted trying to actually finish getting ready for work, and yeah, that happened. But I gotta go. I'll see y'all this afternoon. A couple days for y'all, this afternoon for me, and I'm gonna go back to the other camera so I can film the swatches, and then we'll go for that. Probably gonna switch out my shirt because I do not want to mess this shirt up, and I know that will happen. Because when I filmed the video for the Urban Decay palette, oh, I was a mess. Total complete mess. So gotta do that. All right, I gotta wash my hands, put my shoes on, and go get ready for and like leave for work. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.